This is the Evening News with Daniel Allen, Mike King, Sports, Sarah Badenhope, Field Reporter, and James Roberts, Weather. Welcome to the Evening News. This is Daniel Allen. Our first story tonight involves each and every one of us. The widespread abundance and ease of use of energy here in America is a luxury that we often overlook. Whether it's powering our homes, fueling our transportation, or supporting our entertainment, our dependency on energy and electricity is an increasingly pressing political and social issue for both Americans and the rest of the world. As energy demands increase, there's an ever-growing need for the production and use of cost-efficient, carbon-free energy sources. One local researcher has found a new technology that could halt the rise of global greenhouse emissions, improve the environment, and slow America's dependency on foreign countries. Our field correspondent, Sarah Badenhope, has the story.
I'm here with Dr. Lucas, leading scientist at Purdue University. Dr. Lucas, you say you have a new solution to this ever-growing problem, and it involves something as simple as the sun.
Indeed it does. I've developed an amazingly awesome new technology that can harness the sun's power and turn it into efficient solar energy for use in industries and someday in consumer homes.
I know a major issue with solar energy is that it is inefficient. How is efficiency increased?
Originally, photovoltaic cells were extremely inefficient at about $300 per watt of electricity. Up through the 1990s, the use of large government subsidies and research allowed the cost of production to decrease, and in recent years, solar energy has increased in popularity, but the issue of competing with fossil fuel efficiency and costs is holding it back. My new technology will reduce costs and improve efficiency if it can be implemented on a large scale.
You say that solar energy has been extremely cost inefficient as compared to other types of fuels, even other renewables. What drew you to solar energy instead of another type of renewable, and how comparable is it?
Even though it is currently inefficient, it has the potential to be the best source ever. More energy from the sunlight strikes Earth in 1 hour than all the energy consumed by humans in an entire year, says Lewis. This unlimited source of energy is accessible in most areas of the world and is available at zero cost. This immediately puts solar energy in a favorable position over other renewable energy sources.
Please elaborate on this technology that you call Nanorod technology.
Nanorods are small cylinders of silicon that can be 100 times smaller than a human hair and would be tightly packed in an array like bristles in a brush. A solar cell based on an array of nanorods will provide a larger surface area for light absorption as compared to traditional cells, thus increasing the amount of sunlight that is converted into electricity. Not only do nanorods absorb more sunlight, but they also increase the efficiency of how much that absorbed sunlight is converted into electricity.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Lucas, and good luck with your product.
Thank you.
That is indeed good news for the future of renewable energy, don't you think, Daniel?
That does sound quite promising. How does Lucas think this new technology will catch on?
Well, Dr. Lucas also told me that nanorods can achieve widespread preference over traditional cells based on the amount that can be produced. Due to the very small dimensions of nanorods, the use of metals is reduced, lowering material costs. So with possible future efficiencies of near 40% and a reduction in material costs, nanorod technologies provide an opportunity for greater energy independence and reliability. He also explained that nanorods can benefit other renewables. These small nanorods provide an increased surface area to produce special nanocatalysis reactions, which can help with both biomass and hydrogen fuel production.
With all the benefits of solar energy, and in particular nanorods, it is surprising that solar energy has not taken off in terms of adoption and installation. It seems as though the high upfront cost of nanorod solar cells has slowed their adoption, but perhaps intervention from the national government would drastically increase the incentives for corporations and individuals to purchase solar cells.
You're right, Daniel, and as more people purchase these cells, the cost of production would fall, and the money going towards researching more efficient panels would most likely increase.
Sarah discussed these issues with Senator Morton from Indiana earlier this week.
Senator Morton, you have done your own research on the potential implementation of nanorod technology in today's world and have developed some policies on how to do this. Please share your ideas with us.
Well, my research has shown that this new technology will change alternative energy drastically if implemented properly. First of all, I believe tax incentives should be created for both manufacturers and buyers of nanorod solar cells. Currently, according to the Department of Energy, Consumers who install solar energy systems, small wind systems, and other renewable sources can receive a 30% tax credit. Considering that this credit has not yet sparked a high interest in these nanorods, a tax credit of 50% should be implemented. Manufacturing could receive carbon credits or tax breaks to help offset costs of manufacturing and research.
What else can the national government do to spark more interest?
The national government should also mandate that government-owned buildings at all levels, such as the Bureau of Motor Vehicles and the Post Office, should produce 20% of their consumed energy through Nanorod solar panels by 2020. Of course, to implement this, millions of solar panels will need to be purchased by state and local governments.
Do you have any other ideas on renewable energy?
My final suggestion is that the government mandates that 25% of grid electricity is produced by renewable energy sources by 2025. This would cause a huge boost in the production of many different renewable energy sources, including nanorod cells. The effect on the environment would be huge, and the renewables industry would also see a massive boost.
Thank you for your time, Senator. If Senator Morton can get even some of those policies in place, it could definitely have a huge positive impact on solving the energy crisis. Back to you, Daniel.
I completely agree, Sarah, because our continued prosperity and development as a country is dependent on consistent sources of energy. Our current reliance on foreign or non-renewable fuels cannot be sustained forever, and new technologies need to be fostered to fill the holes that will be left by oil and coal. It seems like these new nanorod solar cells are one of the many emerging technologies that will help shape our energy future production. That's it for tonight. You stay sunny, Lafayette.